Massdrop and Sennheiser have teamed up to create the ultimate PC gaming headset. The PC37X combines ultra comfort with superior functionality with plush velvet ear cups and a noise-canceling microphone. The angled drivers deliver clear, natural sound that can normally only be found in much more expensive headphones. At $119.99 and with fast shipping available, these headphones are an excellent choice for gamers who need session-long comfort and high-fidelity sound. Check out the link below for more information. Hey y'all, Moses here. So the 1.0 patch notes just went up on Twitter just a couple of minutes ago, and I thought I would jump on and quickly review them. And I have, so I just want to let you guys know that if you have been paying very close attention to the changes on the test server, the patch notes have not changed between the last test server build and 1.0. They are basically identical. They've actually left some stuff out that was not kept in the final changes. Some stuff that probably should have been left out, so no big deal there. So they also included a bunch of information. There's a few tidbits in the preamble to the patch notes that I wanted to kind of point out. The first one is they've implemented 2 waves of adjustments to deal with server stability issues since the 1.0 test build hit our servers. We estimate that there was around a 50% decrease in stability issues experienced by players. However, we understand that this is not enough. We have identified various causes for the stability issues and are expecting progressive improvements going forward. So I'm not sure what they mean by server stability, like if this is like servers being up or down or busy or what have you, or if this is referring to lag. I have noticed that rubber banding has gotten a little bit better. Like once you're out of the early game, the rubber banding isn't too bad, but I have come across some fairly laggy players. So I'm not sure if the lagging and warping is representative of ping difference or if that's a server issue, but they do mention that regarding ping in the next paragraph. So as we announced earlier, we are considering limiting maximum ping depending on user network status in order to establish a smooth gameplay environment and enhance server stability. Before applying the measure to all regions, we will need to fully investigate its feasibility and analyze the outcome. We will be running a limited test. After implementation, players with high ping difference from average ping range for the region or players connecting over long distance will not be able to connect to a match. As a result, only players in a certain ping range would be able to enjoy the game together in the same server, which leads to more stable blah, 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 blah. I don't know if this means they're starting it with 1.0. Basically they said they want to, they'll keep you updated or keep us updated when they're analyzing their results. So I'm not sure if that means if they're actually starting it right away. So maybe there's a ping lock coming with 1.0 as well. I don't know. If there is, maybe it'll help. I mean, I don't know. Ping lock is kind of heavy-handed, like I've said in the past, but ultimately I'm kind of selfish. So if ping lock means there's people not warping and what have you all over the place, that would be great. So anyway, so they've also reduced the number of players who use cheats by 65.7%. So they're also aware that's not enough. On we go. So they say thank you, and also, by the way, you're getting this t-shirt. Everyone who played early access gets this t-shirt, so hooray. And let's get into the patch notes. So I'm going to kind of skip through this, and by the way, if you haven't noticed already, there's not going to be any gameplay on this one just because I don't have any extra. So 1.0 release patch notes. So a lot of this stuff was already on the test servers, but this is the final patch notes for those of you who weren't paying attention. I will go through the important stuff only. The link to this will be in the description and you can go through it for yourself. So they've optimized the terrain, texture, and C to make sure that there are there is less memory usage and that the C is less laggy now. So great. Reduced the lag issue when multiple players are in sight, optimized character animations, decreased memory usage of characters, added levels of detail to further optimize weapon rendering for long distance, optimized world effects, optimized the UI elements, and they reduced the lag issue when terrain is loading, and they've also decreased terrain loading time overall. So that's the client optimization. The server optimization reduced the server lag issue of players moving abnormally. that's a broad statement. I don't really know. I mean, it did feel a little bit better, but players would certainly still move abnormally. I can tell you that. So they've reduced it, I guess. I don't know by how much, but anyway. So redesign the lobby and UI. I think a lot of you have seen this. So the UI and lobbies was completely redone. Replays are in the game. Obviously, you can bind some of these keys. That's something that was just added. There's a couple of control features in here, but essentially the replay system is going to be very, very important. And ultimately, it's now in the game because it's a great feature. There's a few other things that were added for control. The desert map. The desert map is in the game, for those of you who didn't know. The one thing that I like here, outside of all this other crap they're talking about with Miramar, they've permanently removed rain and fog from Erangel. There will be no more rain or fog. I don't even know if I can do it on the test server, or sorry, on my custom server. But yeah, that's great. Thank you, Bluehole. You've removed the two game modes I hated the most: rain and fog. Never again. Never again. Items: the DP28 AUG, revolver, Winchester 94, and the sawed-off have all been added. I wish that they would have made all of these weapons available everywhere, because that would be awesome. I mean, the DP28 is an Erangel exclusive, and it kind of sucks. So the Winchester, the new revolver, and the sawed-off all get us down to Miramar, and we're stuck with the freaking DP28. So, I mean, you can get the AUG in any game. So that's, yeah, I think Erangel kind of got the short end of the stick on that one. Added the new ghillie suit. The 1895 revolver is, we still get it. Lucky us, Erangel. The people who play on Erangel, we get the freaking, the old revolver. Car 98's no longer in care packages. The three vehicles all on Miramar, the pickup truck, the van, and the jet ski. Animation, they've changed a bunch of stuff. Nothing really crazy in there. Gameplay, the ballistics overhaul. So I'm not going to go through the ballistics overhaul. It's completely, well, not completely, but it's very drastically different than it was before. You can shoot into water now. There's a lot of stuff. Check the chart. Check these for yourself to kind of understand it, because there's a lot of info there, both visual and written. So weapon balance. They've decreased the firing rate of the SKS and the Mini. They have increased the damage of the Car 98K and M24, and they've reduced the damage of the AWM. They've increased slightly the drag effect of the M24, and they've increased the drag effect on the Car 98 as well. So the Car 98's bullet seems slower. I don't know what it is, or it slows down faster. I don't know. I don't know why that change was in, because the Car 98 is now, in my opinion, and I'll get to this in another video, inferior to the SKS. The Mini is now garbage. The Mini sucks now. The SKS is clearly the DMR king. So I love using the SKS in the new patch. So I'll get to that in another video. So the Winchester is fun as well. They've changed it so it has basically the level of a 2x when you hold shift. You can see very, very far while using the Winchester, and aiming down your sights and hitting shift. You can, it honestly looks like a 2x. So anyway, added markings for zero distance on scopes. So they changed all the scopes. All the scopes are different now too. I'm not a fan of the 8x. I'm not a big fan of the 4x on the AK, but the design philosophy for this patch was put circles on all the sights. So you can adjust the holo sight and red dot's brightness. You can't use an 8x on the M16, and the blur effect on the inside of the scopes has changed. You can run just as fast with an SKS as you can with any other rifle now. And yeah, that's kind of it. So excessive aim punch in leading while leaning in ADS mode is gone. And there's a few other things. The bandages are now much better. And you can heal in cars now too. You can heal in cars. The vehicle sounds all different. The annoying buggy is all gone. Improve the backpack capacity UI on the screen. So the UI is, again, completely different. There is nothing in there outside of the kill cam that you might want to enable if you haven't heard of that feature yet. And there's a few other changes there, but ultimately, oh yeah, and you can hold to ADS. That's the I'm not sure why I kind of left that one to the very end, but you can hold to ADS now, which is great. Very welcome addition to the game. It has completely changed how I handle guns and move around the map. So again, very good change there. So that's kind of it. I have a lot more information about the changes and what they mean for the gameplay aspect coming in the next couple of days. I want to talk about the weapon power rankings and a couple things like that. Just the general state of Miramar and a couple of the good places to land. So that's it for the patch notes. It's here. 1.0 game's finished. No, I'm just joking. The game has left early access. I would expect to see some new cosmetics in the game when the servers go up here any minute, just because I think that would be a nice little surprise for everybody. They might not have mentioned it yet, but a new crate for launch would be awesome. So just my guess, not confirmed. But yeah, if you have anything that you think should have been left in for 1.0 that was removed, or something that they didn't have at all yet for 1.0, if you have any opinions on that, leave a comment down below. Like the video. I'll be playing lots of 1.0 in the next couple of days. Come check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/wtfmoses. That's it. I'm sorry I got it so late. I'm clearly tired, but it's time to go to bed, and I hope you guys enjoy the patch, and I'll see you out there. Until next time.